For the last 48 years, Ivor Henley has been serving with West Sussex Fire Service. In that time, he's attended hundreds of incidents, perhaps the most notable being the IRA bombing of the Grand Hotel in Brighton. Mr Henley was part of the team that helped rescue Norman Tebbit from the rubble. Currently a retained firefighter at Burgess Hill, he's been telling Claire Starr about devoting his entire professional life to helping others.
The kind of incident that most of us would hope we'd only face once, if ever. But for Ivor Henley, this has been his way of life for the last 48 years. As a retained firefighter, he was on call and expected to drop everything to rush to life-threatening situations within 4 minutes.
I ran a joinery business, and if you was making staircases, windows or whatever, you just had to drop it and leave it. And I mean, and very often, you know, you leave your evening meal and go back to it and put it back in the microwave. Might be a couple of hours, could be 6 hours later.
The Brighton hotel bombing in 1984 was one of the most notorious incidents of his career.
People were actually in amongst all that rubble, contained into the lift shaft. So we had to sort of dig through that to sort of rescue people, and I was part of the team that pulled out Norman Tebbit.
At its height, more than 100 firefighters fought the blaze at Club Red in Burgess Hill.
90% of the building has been damaged by the fire, making it a difficult task to establish the cause.
I sent 2 breathing apparatus in.
But there was ceiling tiles coming off, and you could feel the wind behind you coming in. That's one of the signs of a backdraft, so it was quite dangerous in there. And when we got to the top of the stairs, it was just an inferno up there. He made the decision to pull BA team to that, yeah. It saved my life.
Ivor was also at the scene of the Shoreham air crash 5 years ago.
That was difficult because obviously there was an awful lot of deaths involved in that. The fire service is another family. The bottom line is that any of the guys on the station would actually lay their life down for any other person on that station. So the guys on the station would lay their lives down for me as I would do for them.
Ivor has hung up his boots and put down his pager.
I enjoyed it tremendously. And it's helping out the community, I think, really as well.
Claire Starr, BBC South East Today, Burgess Hill.